So for those who like to accumulate experiences, quickies can be a great tool to spice things up in your sex life. Now, listen up when I tell you that quickies are most favorable under two fundamentally opposite premises. Number one, you either know your partner very well, or two, you know everything about them. Now, let's talk about the best places for a quickie, right? For the best, quickest orgasm, you want to be in a position that facilitates accessibility, one that can allow you to reach every erogenous zone on her body, or as many parts of her body as possible. And your woman must be sufficiently relaxed to enjoy it. No one wants to suffer from pulled muscles in the middle of a quickie. Of course, laying down in bed is naturally the best place for sex. But even though, you can have a quickie at home, the best places are, in fact, out of home. Empty college classrooms, or in a car, or in a beach. Some places stand out as romantic places and others for their convenience. And it should go without saying that the idea of this is not to get you into trouble, is not to get yourself into trouble though, all right? But be sure to choose your venues wisely. Next, I would list some of the best places for a quickie. You have the staircases. Staircases are a very convenient place for a quickie because we rarely share the same height as our partners, which gives us one more hoop to jump through before we can orgasm. So invariably, staircases allow you to fix the height differences instantly though. Naturally, on a staircase, the best position for penetration are from behind, which allows for deeper penetration. And remember, deep strokes are better for quickies. And also, I would like to add that giving it to her from behind puts you in a position where you can reach more of her erogenous zones, thereby assuring that she has a quick and powerful orgasm. And of course, it sounds like a win-win to us. Nevertheless, there is no right or wrong way for a quickie. You could also discover the best way to get your partner wet and wild by practicing as much as possible and as often as possible. Also, try out anything and everything that crosses your mind while you are at it. Quickie is all about you going outside of your comfort zone. Trust me, guys, you won't regret it when you do. Another spot is against the wall. Well, a wall pretty much turns any place into an adult playground, but it boils down to this. Wherever there is a hard surface, you can easily pick her up and put her against it and smash your brain out. If the height of both of you and your partner allows for it, she could wrap, one of her legs around your waist and maintain her balance with her free foot. Voila, her juicy pot is ready to be ravaged. The bathroom or the kitchen are another hot spot. Or the laundry room, the living room, your office, any space that can be made into a quickie zone. If you can count on a few minutes of privacy and knowing that at any given point in time, someone could walk in, adds the much desired quickie intensity vibes. So don't forget the beach too. I think that we all have wanted to do it at some point in time in our lives. And if you haven't done it yet, here's a few tips. First of all, it's essential to avoid getting sand in her juicy pot. Literally, guys. And also avoid getting sand on the head of your joystick, as that could cause a nasty infection for the woman, most especially. And then second of all, it's always easier to lay low if you're inconspicuous. And also try spooning to increase your maneuverability while maintaining a low profile. All right. Your vehicle is another one. Easy peasy, juicy squeezy. Just prop the front seat down or just go to the back seat. Lay back and let her do all the work. She will control the speed and the depth at which she wants to get penetrated while you lay there and let her use your stick like a joystick. You can finally make that fantasy about screwing in the car in whatever position you two find comfortable a reality. It's really easy. Just find the right parking space and let yourself go. Better yet, just start things off well before the action starts. All right? Plan out the evening, pick her up at a determined time, and then take her to the parking spot to smash. While you're smashing, be careful with the horn. The car horn. You could unwittingly just draw the attention of curious neighbors out there. Now let's go over our top choices for positions that would have her legs quaking in a bed frame shattering orgasm. Talk about spooning. Spooning is a very comfortable alternative if you want to have sex under the radar or you both are up for a midnight quickie. It's a comfortable sexual position. It allows smooth and deep penetration. And if you lift her leg a little bit and move it towards you, you can finger her or you could incite her into touching herself while you nibble on her ears or you pull her hair and all of that stuff. Her skin against your skin, her entire body is at your disposal. I mean, what's more to ask for? And if you're looking to speed things up, then lift her knees against her chest, ramming her in that spooning position. More access to you. Do you get what I mean? Especially if you're you're laying face to face, spooning position, you're laying face to face. Easy access. And this will also make her juicy part feel tighter. And then you'll have to stifle her screams and moans with your hands on her mouth. That's if she's a screamer. Then let's talk about cowgirl or the inverted cowgirl. Sorry, I'm not putting picture because it's not allowed on YouTube. Now, the best part about this position is that you can practice it anywhere where there is a chair for you to sit on. It allows for deep penetration. Another advantage of a cowgirl position is that she gets to control the rhythm, which will accelerate her orgasm. Now, if you bend her over, you will enjoy more visibility of the glorious spectacle as well as a tighter coochie. Then let's go to doggy style. Doggy style is, according to a study at, a University of Kentucky, I believe, the preferred sexual position for couples to come is the doggy style. Now, I also discovered in the little bit of research that I made while I was doing this quickie research, it revealed that, 14,000 people declared that, doggy style is their preferred, favorite position for a quickie. Now, one of the advantages of this position is that you can easily lean on a desk or chair or table. On top of that, it gives you a hell of a view. It also provides a potential scenario for deep pounding. You get what I mean? And of course, you would be in need of lube for a quickie because women don't get wet easily or quickly, especially if she isn't expecting a quickie. Lube is something that could come in handy during a quickie. So men understand that when her slit isn't wet enough and you don't dispose of much time to get her, wet naturally, you need to apply a bit of lube. All right? If not, the situation is going to be catastrophic for her. This is where lube can come in handy. So before I conclude this juicy episode, I would like to give you some quickie tips to remember. Number one, have fun at it. Try to remember that a critical aspect of a quickie is spontaneity, though there can be such a thing as, planned scenarios. For example, picking your woman up and slamming her against a wall while you're ramming her, which will quickly increase the heat. But all in all, just have fun while at it. And also remember that communication is key because knowing one another's likes, kinks, bodies, and, the limits is essential to enjoying a fully satisfying and, varied sex life. Although it may strike both of you as a difficult task at first, but opening up to your partner is a great way to begin shortening the distance that separated both of you sexually. Now, listen up when I tell you that quickies are most favorable under two fundamentally opposite premises. Number one, you either know your partner very well, or two, you know everything about them. It's all up to you. And then don't you forget to bring in novelty. Trying new places, different kinds of stimulation, trying new positions, or just using remote control toys, which can make her come. Just be aware of the fact that novelty is an essential part of keeping a couple's sex live. fiery, hot. And quickies, like no other sexual practice, can become monotonously tedious without a component of innovation to shake things up. You get what I mean? Then be ready for anything. Unfortunately, life isn't like what you see in adult movies, guys. So when you smash a cheek in the back door, for example, you might get some unwanted consequences. And also realize that not all women swallow cum. So that's where some tissue paper would come into play. Also try to be quick, but don't rush it, all right? You don't have to rush things to enjoy a quickie. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Keep a cool head, because being overly conscious about how long you're taking can be a powerful retardant, and it can delay the orgasm for everyone involved. Now, one thing is having your adrenaline at a constant peak for, the fear of being walked in on at any given point in time. The other is keeping your eyes on the ticking clock. So take your time and make sure that she's on the same page as you, and take your time to consider whether you want to keep going or not. You probably do, but think about it anyways. Sometimes a hard-on, it is just a hard-on, all right? Sometimes jerking off is preferable to going all over the hula baloo of setting the mood and whatnot, particularly when you already have a date with her in the morning. And also have it at the back of your mind that a quickie isn't as short as the name implies. In fact, quickies are highly esteemed by couples with a strong sexual drive. All right. Sex sessions that last longer than 10 minutes are considered to be a marathon for most women. On average, women prefer penetration to last between 3 to 7 minutes, which is perfect for a quickie, right? That's without counting all of the foreplay, the teasing, the talking dirty, of course. The point is, if you move your pieces well, penetration that lasts just 5 minutes can make you look like a champ. Trust me. Who doesn't have 5 minutes to spare now and then again? Plus, you have to make the quickie about her. It's not all about you. It should be about her. So take the initiative and give your woman the sex of her life in a quickie she will never forget quickly. All right? It will make her day. Details like this just strengthens your relationship. And as they say, you have to give to receive. So when having sex with your woman, eat her juicy part, finger her until she comes, make her squirt her juices all over your face early in the morning, and she'll be thinking about it all day during work, eager to get back to you and smash again. So those little details, along with communication, are the two pillars of a lasting relationship. So to this end, I hope you found in this video what you've come looking for. Tips and secrets on how to best enjoy a good old quickie. Although the act of sex has existed since time immemorial, enjoying it to its full extent can sometimes be a complicated, even grueling process. Going to work, keeping your affairs in order, going to the gym, all of these responsibilities can drain a good chunk of your energy and time as a man. However, I think you're so much more than, your obligations. I think that we're also beings of desires, and we require a bit of action to get that sexual thirst satisfied. And then best believe that maintaining a fun and exciting sex life can improve not only your relationship, but also your health. But before I go, do tell me your best or worst or most embarrassing or most pathetic quickie experience that you have ever experienced in your life. Comment in the comment section. I would love to read from you, okay? Until I come your way, do have a blessed time and know that I love you. Mwah. See you when I see you tomorrow, okay?